So, funny story about my dog. I know that I said that he had left the confines of the porch. Well, we got an in-ground fencing system, one of the invisible fences, and we had installed that when we first moved into the house. And he did really well with it, and we had the flags up. He got shocked once, and he stayed as far away from those flags as he possibly could to make sure that he would not get shocked again. Also, no one stops at that stop sign. I do stop for most stop signs, but nobody stops for that stop sign. So anyway, he did really well, and he's always been really bad about kind of taking off whenever we would let him out of the house. And more for his sake, like, I don't want him to get hit by a car or anything like that. He's my baby. But he's also a very sweet dog, and he's a very beautiful dog. And I worry more about somebody saying, hey, look at this sweet dog, let's just take him home. And I would be devastated. He is my baby. So anyway, we got that fence system, and he did really, really well. Well, then we thought, oh, let's just try to turn the fence off, since he kind of just stays in the yard anyway, and he should be fine. So we did that for a little while, and then we started noticing he was kind of testing the boundaries again. So we put the collar back on him. Well, somewhere along the way, the wires in one of the areas of the ground had come undone. So even though he had the collar back on, we didn't realize that it wasn't working. And he was still going outside of the boundaries again. And one morning I let him out. I heard him barking like he always does, because he barks at the wind and the sky and the planes and the birds and the grass, and I mean, he barks at his own shadow. And then I heard a car honking, and I went out to the front, and he is standing in front of this car in the middle of the road, which is not okay. So we checked to see what the problem was. I guess the batteries were pretty low on his collar, so we got new batteries, and eventually found that the wires had come undone. So we connected the wires, and by this time the flags have been long gone. We took the flags down like before winter last year, so I guess he used those more than we realized for his boundary. And so we let him back out, and this was probably on Monday, and he went running out when a car went past and got shocked. It sounded like someone was beating the out of him. I mean, he is just yelping, screaming, not happy. And now he is scared to go outside or leave the deck or do anything, and he is being a big pansy. So, you know, we tried to keep it so that, oh, well, he'll stay in the yard. Well, now it's like, oh, he won't go outside at all. So we're not sure how we're gonna fix that, but I'm leaving him outside today, and he needs to figure it out. That's all there is to it. But I hope he will. I think he will. He's a smart dog. Sometimes a little too smart. I have to get my bike registered soon. That'll be fun. It's amazing how high Indiana is. And of course, my husband and I had both our bikes and our cars due this month, so that's been awesome. Good chunk of money. But gotta keep it legal. I actually had a moment of panic on my last day to work. It's really easy to go faster on this bike than I guess I'm aware sometimes. So it's hard to maintain a speed, and let's face it, I mean, I know that it has power, so I like to get up to speed kind of fast sometimes. And there's an intersection, it's just up ahead, and I was behind slow cars all day, and when the light turned green, I went on ahead and turned, got in the left lane, and gave it some throttle. And before I know it, I'm probably going about 75, I don't know. Well, then I realized that the truck that was behind me, there was a cop car behind him, and that cop's on my tail before I know it. So I'm like, oh great. And it's really sad. I would just like to point out that my first thought was not, crap, I'm gonna get pulled over, or I'm gonna get a ticket, I'm gonna have to pay all this money. It was, crap, I'm going to be late to work, because my job, there is no leniency. If you are late to work, that's just, sorry about you. Too bad. And so anyway, I thought, oh great, he's gonna pull me over, here we go. Well, he didn't. He actually just, this is the intersection right here. This was where I gave it some. But he got up right behind me and followed me for a little while, and I was thinking, well, if you're gonna pull me over, just do it. I don't like, I guess, the anticipation. I just wanted to get it over with. And then the other thought that ran through my mind was, oh, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that my plates are expired. So I'm really hoping now that he doesn't ding me for, speeding or, reckless or whatever, and then for expired plates. So I was definitely getting a little nervous and definitely going the speed limit the whole time. But he didn't. I don't know if he, was thinking, oh, look at this hooligan up here, I'm gonna go and check it out and pull him over, whatever. And I don't know if he had pity on me because he saw my pink bow, or I don't know. But either way, I was very, very thankful that I did not get pulled over on the way to work, because nobody wants to deal with that. So I should probably be more careful and aware. Ooh, it's windy. Just to kind of avoid those situations. It's just so easy to speed. I mean, all you motorcyclists, you know this. It is so easy, and we don't have cruise control. I'm not on some, fancy, really expensive cruiser that has a radio and a cup holder and cruise control. This bike doesn't have it, so. And it's hard to maintain a speed. And who wouldn't go fast if you have that power? I mean, it's exhilarating and it's fun. And, I just need to be careful. I need to watch it. I've always been a little bit of a lead foot. Someone needs a car wash. Good Lord. That's a dirty man. I thought my car was bad. Look at the wind in the forecast. I guess I should, but I figure I can endure the wind. I always watch for rain, but speaking of which, Indiana is complete crap, and it's been beautiful throughout the week, while I'm at work. We've been having days where, it's sunny and it's just picture perfect, up to 80. And then the weekend comes and it's like, oh, let's see, maybe I'll go for a ride. Oh no, that's not happening. Thanks a lot, Indiana. It's cold and rainy and complete crap all around. And it makes me mad because I don't mind, and I like to ride to work. It makes work, like the work day, so much more bearable. But I would much rather go for a ride on the weekends and get to fully enjoy it. this. But, oh well. I don't know why this light is always so long. And it says no turn on red, but a lot of people do not pay attention to that. I figure with the way that I drive and ride and speed, and I should definitely follow the rest of the rules of the road just to try to make my chances a little bit less of getting pulled over and getting a ticket. That car's kind of, I don't know how I feel about those Versas. They're kind of eggy looking. I don't know. Like a Prius or... But to each their own. There are some people that probably like them. I get to go sit in a windowless cubicle for the rest of the day and just think about what I'm doing with my life. But it pays the bills, so what can you do? This is my spot. I always park here. It's funny how I can get kind of protective of my spot sometimes. Like if I come into work and someone has parked in my spot, I'm just like, you know that's mine. Why would you park there? But they're not actually designated, so I need to get over it. But it's just funny to me how some people decide to you know, space swap when they've parked in the same exact spot for however long. But well, here I be. So I'm gonna go ahead and I guess sign off. And I may or may not do more of these. I don't know.